The balance within, inspired by Aristotle's philosophy. The city never slept, and neither did Michael. 32 years old, sharp suit, sharper deadlines. Every morning began with coffee and a knot in his chest. He had everything, money, apartment, car, but when he looked in the mirror he saw a man running without knowing where. One sleepless night, scrolling endlessly through motivational videos, he heard a voice, calm and ancient. The purpose of life, said Aristotle, is not pleasure, but eudaimonia, true flourishing. The line struck him like lightning. Flourishing? He wasn't flourishing. He was fading. That night, for the first time in months, Michael closed his laptop and let the silence speak. Chapter 1, The Hollow Victory. The next morning, he stood before the mirror, tired eyes, a faint spark. What if, he whispered, I just try to live better? He decided every day he would act like the kind of man he wanted to be. When a coworker messed up, his old self wanted to explode. But he remembered Aristotle's words. Virtue lies in the mean between extremes. So he took a breath, helped, guided, stayed calm. That evening, he wrote in his notebook, Today I didn't react. I responded. Maybe that's progress. Chapter 2, The Mirror of Virtue. Change is never silent. Life tested him, every single day. Traffic jams, rude clients, the endless pressure to prove himself. Old habits whispered, why bother? He failed sometime, lost his patience, slipped, fell back. But then he remembered Aristotle's truth. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. So Michael repeated, tiny acts of discipline, small moments of kindness. He wasn't chasing perfection. He was training his soul. Slowly his anger softened, his calm deepened. He began to taste something new. Not excitement, not success. Peace. Chapter 3, The War Within. Months later, chaos struck. The company faced a massive crisis. Panic spread, layoffs, rumors, fear. The old Michael would have drowned in anxiety. But this time he remembered. Courage lies between fear and recklessness. He stayed steady, focused, rational. He couldn't control the storm, but he could control himself. When it was over, his boss looked at him and said, You've changed, you don't get rattled anymore. Michael smiled faintly. It wasn't confidence, it was clarity. Chapter 4, The Purpose Revealed. That night, he sat on his balcony, watching the city he once feared to slow down for. He realized he no longer chased happiness. He had grown into it. He opened his notebook one last time and wrote, True happiness is balance, not in things but in being, not in success but in self-mastery. He closed the book, smiled at the stars, and in that silence Aristotle's voice echoed in his mind. The soul never thinks without an image. Michael finally saw his image clearly, not the man he used to be, but the man he had become. Balance isn't found, it's built, one choice at a time.